welcome to the State of the Nation. Here we'll be discussing update that goes around in the country, solving them. 9th of March, it is the last Monday of the month of March, and be here to give you update as to how the nation going the way forward, solution. Today we'll be discussing two issues. Will be the Alliance Foot Soldiers Advocacy (MPP) come out to say that President, Republic of Ghana, Excellency Nana AKUFFO should revoke the ambassadorial deal of popularly known as ABEIKU SANTANA. Also, we'll be discussing the state of our drinking waters in our society, especially in our rural areas. Let's not forget that in case you want to be a presenter like myself, then reporting, so camera handling, including this have made in school called Premium College. So whenever you have all the courses, affordable price, and you learn to become a good presenter. Have two gentlemen that will be discussing these whole issues. I'll be going for a quick commercial break. When I come back, we'll dive deep into the story. Stick and stay. Commercial break, and you're still watching State of the Nation right here on Premium TV. Like I told you, we'll be discussing a lot of issues there, and the first that we'll be discussing is going to be the Alliance Foot Soldiers Advocacy Patriotic Party. Come out to say that the President of the Republic of Ghana should revoke the ambassadorial deal of popularly known ABEIKU SANTANA, because he was once an NDC parliamentary aspirant. Therefore, when it comes to this whole governing issue, he should be left out. If not, there are more NPP members who are competent in this deal instead of fellow party member. Our question tonight is it right? Don't we think that whoever is competent for it, we should the political affiliation, or possibly to do our appointment strictly on politics? Today I have my gentlemen with me, Oko, and I don't know if I should call you Oko Vanderpool, and my brother Nana Enoch. Oko, how far? Everything is. Where am I? That's right. How is his wife and children? I mean, the little one, of course. No problem. I'll be coming home. Yeah? Honorable, if you have a call. Yes, yeah. Now, wife, you want to say?
Wife, you, yeah.
Wife, you bomb me quite that.
And you, my dear, so I mean, a month for money.
Oh, I know the baby.
So, say, our appointment, I saw Mundi come asset. Yeah, Mundi come.
I am declare my asset one. No credit. No credit. You may be more declare. Yeah, you may be more. Oh, let's go straight business. Alliance Food Advocacy. President spoke the real deal. ABEIKU SANTANA. Do you think it is the right way? Do you think that should base our appointment only on political affiliation?
Well, first of all, also let me opportunity as gentleman.
Exactly. Exactly. That's right.
Now let's go straight. I think that we should be at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, we are talking about this. But at the end of the day, are we giving are capable, they are competent, but just a job for the boys? Because we could help me. They are giving an road to somebody who has been industry for over yes. Somebody who is ambassador for number of years.
Hold on, before you continue, please, I would like my partners to try and then get WK AKUFFO the line so that we can talk to him about what is way forward. We just allow.
Not like these are the roadside. They are trying to tell the president, nice, that time. And then it tells you the vast of experience he has, and also on radio and TV, the number of youth who are. Their problem has to do. And so what?
But that's fine.
Oh, you see. Now coming, they said he belongs. You know, say when Anado assumes an appointment, I don't know if you could. And he gave Edward Mahama to Minister at large. What I said, so it's not about whether this person is from a Kubi party, a Kutuo party, if only the person is competent for the person. This COVID-19, they are saying, and this will also keep out with the 19. It is was not part of that team. Because it belongs to party. So if the nation Ghana needs not build, you just forget about it. We are building a state, we are building a country, not a political party. I don't think that I don't appoint communication director. Oh, national issue. What we know all those most of the all following because radio.
I mean, let me put it this way. Personality.
Yes. Like actor. Take the right. Unless they want to say, have somebody better than ABEIKU. But I don't think Socrates will be ABEIKU.
But you see, you still COVID-19. But
Yes,
gave out.
I said yes because that whoever is serving us. So when it comes, I said,
First of all, before we can appoint ambassador, that's fine. As now, have no idea as to what one was used. Yet we are appointing ambassador. Same trust fund that actually the honorary people are asking where is the money. On the other note, again, we go to ask the appointed political party. Is she there about?
comparison going to help the event and whatever. I tell you, so whatever is hiding anywhere, they need somebody who can come out boldly and say, oh, on the unfound basis of party A and not party B. You know, ABEIKU not since the 90s up to date. And ABEIKU is very, very outspoken. He doesn't care who appointed him, who is serving him or not. You make sure, so, like you said, you don't know anything. They'll tell you, okay, it's because we don't have a friend, an ambassador to head that friends and position. But let's wait, give him the job and see what he's coming or bringing on board.
Do you think we should?
I think it's a step in the right direction.
Let me still ask. I am still on you, right? You see, we were in the country where President AKUFFO appointed Martin Amidu, and he was also an affiliated party member. We all saw what happened, this whole drama issue. Now, the president has come out again to appoint another member of the opposition party. Is it not going to be a sort of distraction to the political party?
First of all, I want us to give it to somebody who deserves it. Let us put politics aside. Let's deal with the creative industry. Where ABEIKU is good. Policy stand from stakeholders. And this, let's call a spade a spade. At the end of the day, before Ankrata may his soul rest in peace, came to power, that is going to be ADDO for all.
That's right.
Now, when ADDO came, all-inclusive government. First time, like I said, we saw the former president.
All right, so that is the press released on the screen about the alliance of foot soldiers advocacy, and we are trying very hard to get one of their board members on the line so that we can speak to him and get to know their main basic issues concerning the appointment of ABEIKU SANTANA as it stands now. You can continue with.
Yeah, so like I was saying, look at how competent the person is. Like I said, ADDO came in his first term, appointed the former president John Dramani Mahama on a mission. Your friend said UN.
That's right.
He later appointed a former PNC flag bearer Idris Nasibiri Mahama as Minister of Land. Now in his second term, if you listen very well, his speech during the inauguration, he said Ghanaians voted in a certain pattern. Was referring to the your friend said parliamentary, the way it
went about.
Divided this time around.
Yeah.
He said Ghanaians did that because they want all-inclusive government, irrespective of party A or party B. And that is what the president is trying to do now. So I have said that ABEIKU is a fine gentleman, can head this position or this particular ministry. Prevent me from giving him the job just because he belongs to party A, B, or C. No, at the end of the day, let us not forget, say, Ghanaians will also judge ABEIKU based on whatever he's going to do there. ABEIKU, like you said, at a point in time, once upon a time, was aspiring to be a parliamentary candidate for the NDC. Just you say he has an ambition to go to parliament. At the end of the day, this is an opportunity for him to step on the board and prove to Ghanaians and say, yes, I have something in me. The president was right when he nominated me head a particular position. Other than that, we'll be using politics to destroy our own people who we think they are capable, they are competent, head and run the affairs of the country.
All right, let me come to you, Nana. Yensha DB waha. Amampeni appointed ABEIKU Santana as ambassador for COVID-19 Trust Fund. If I say Yensha DB waha say, ABEIKU Santana acquire NDC member. I mean, to a point that he was once an aspiring parliamentary member, but winning a one winning.
Yeah.
Now what no they know abeda a whole trust fund no. Meanwhile, we started governance way about COVID-19. This is the same person now. We criticize it pa. Now work for the same person. Edi na be to ano say onya ambassador. Unyi ni say ebenya sunsuansuo bi ewo MPP amanyoko.
Oh, Nana, I mean, that was it. I'm also going to take the opportunity na me fa enchia ahwefo so. Em say what's my will be sano. Me, like I say, on mine ye chichiri. Yes, yeah. And whenever I say ye chichiri on mine, ye fa party sema na samanyo semo enye issue.
That's right.
They say him for any issue that is a nipa omoye full soldiers from the other opposite other party, which is the MPP. Ebu na omo chese kwanya appointment na ekono omani nyem. Ba yem bisa say COVID yi ba ye ya ye mampeni set up trustees no. Nipa ofa omu na ye MPP fu ana. Because minim say ye one Chief Justice of AKUFFO no ka ho a certain UTB nipa KK Oforisapon is also also can Dr. Tanko Collins Asale Numuna. These people all MPP members. The question I would like to ask, no, so what I say. So to me say if these people are not affiliated to MPP party there, why don't this youth forget about all these accusations? Say yempeni, because I believe we say ye man penny na dream no. Only say if ABEIKU Santana ebe kan ho a ebe boa no, because and na me no can say, to be honest with you, celebrities in na all move pa ABEIKU kan. You can't take him out if not the one and I said the best make us can be. And so me who say any problem say ode ABEIKU Santana eba beka oba be ambassador when say a problem. And also no ade na nkasa ne say oba beboa am ya affiliate say the me bra kan no e benya fan the akwakobo COVID-19 ho bra. So man penny appointing now there's no problem. What you say? Problem be any and mabu no beka say yempene. Besides, your mind chichire o. O mind na ye chichire na MPP party and na ye chichire. And na MPP mabu no so ntiase say o mind no aye to abade yi o mo no enchire say the o mind na ache o mo na say o mind na your mo dia. So they can go ahead and do appointments. Say nipa ni MPP ni nko their problem. No, ye hwe competency.
But ne me pese me hu ni say hu say ABEIKU Santana as it stands now.
Yeah.
Yena ye hu na djuma oye wo Ghana. I mean, no two waste about that. Oye na djuma pepe oni obi ani ase.
Pepe.
Yenji yeni yeni. Yenka serious issue. Yenka serious. Now the problem here put soldiers no one say MPP so wo competent people sa pepe almost betumi occupy that position because according to them this same position be a command a certain Martin Amidu. At the end of the day, and it became a whole drama to the country at a point in time. Na MPP ya collapse and a shaky. I say, oh, per se, would the trust fund would be two trust fund and no. Should it be an NDC member again?
Yeah. Say, ye can't say, Sandy, Canada. When be our enemy and answer what town for see akan, what do you do? And no cry make a chance in a way no cry no MPP for a trust a bebo money because when you found command MPP for one assemble accountability a frag as MPP for one a coying a cookie. When we involve a particular person from another party, what you say, meaning say or check national cake in accordance. And I'm in accordance into when no anka and yes, I'm a woman ye de do.
And Ujidi say AKUFFO do speech of my winning the second term when they say Ghanaians want equal governance.
Equal governance.
MPP and NDC Kakan. Ujidi say no one or
me, I believe say Omampeni and ADDO dan AKUFFO do free time or Azom in the seat as the president of Ghana. And I'm going to you acquire and Auguswa Oye. And can on Konkofa, Edward Mahama, Mayeno, a president, ambassador at large. But I say, play Mama, Namidu, Mama, a special prosecutor. Me just say, whenever, like, Anamontoni, then another A2. And so, it's about time I say, Ghana for mostly MPP, no more Shapa, San said, they are so, name for no more dream or mount. On 50 preoccupant say, me pese ABEIKU SANTANA, Eba ambassador. No, I believe we say one in the Council of Elders Transit, and no mudin who come on who say they need a here say ABEIKU SANTANA be ambassador and no.
Now, we before COVID Trust Fund the Embrano, ABEIKU SANTANA you'll be a now or Cassetia Trust Fund in the power. Through this one person asking where is the money.
Yeah.
Now it goes around and this time Santana becomes an ambassador. And yet to dicey now.
I see it to be a challenging to him, ABEIKU, even himself. You are the one, you are always pointing fingers on this particular fund. Now, yes, if Blanabereshe. And I say, you come and see, say, fund no, at the whole enema in Penifonangasa, Musa boom, Equacoy Bibi or Muka. Now it's on you. Come and see because OTH and our say, oh, the fund and Penipom is using the Muskano. So now come on board. It's a challenging tax to ABEIKU. Maybe when they say Omanpenino is trying to or Pakofa a baby and Yababefra Benina. No, it's a challenging tax to ABEIKU SANTANA Nankasa. Because when you are afar, you were actually pointing fingers. Now come and see what is happening. And we also have your boss, who is also part of the trustees. So now, as you are coming on board, what are you also bringing on board? And so, and if you are talking, you know how to talk about it. Now, I'm going to say, forest, so you are closer to the whole thing. Exactly. So if you are going to sit there and say, oh, people are misusing the COVID fund, it's now a tax to you.
And to you, dear, who believe you say, but be AKUFFO, it's on the right direction.
You give the job to whoever deserves. That's what I'm asking for. And found so MPP or NDC. You just give the job to
okay, don't you think that in the MPP fraternity there are more competent people who can occupy this space?
Where are they?
Because we have the Nanabis around, we have the Abronyes around, we have the Kennedy Japons around, a whole lot. I mean, we have a whole gurus in the MPP.
No, but it's like,
I mean, these are people who are.
How many people listening?
Oh, Masani. Kennedy was here, your man assembly appointment. Kennedy is not ready. It's like he's not interested to be appointed as an MP. Let alone the friends ambassador. He's not ready for that.
But let's even put Kennedy aside. I mean, there's a whole lot of people in the NDC that in the MPP who could occupy this.
Like who? Just mention one. And compare the person's CV and your friends say relationship with the youth, communication. As you say, you don't just pick somebody and say, "Oh, I want an Enoch to come ahead." You see, you scrutinize and go through a lot. Look at the person's experience when it comes to that field. Anabi is a politician, but when you are blending the politics aside, creative arts and the stuff, because all the youth are some ABEIKU very friends with both the celebrities, the politicians, and he has that relationship. That we know. Now can Nanabi is on Nanabi is the friend is a communication director of the MPP. I don't think he's interested in that.
Well, don't you also think, say,
I mean, one thing we should not forget is that when a president nominates someone, up to the person to confirm, so okay, I have accepted it or not. At the end of the day, he has been nominated.
Yeah.
Say you also be here to say obey na on you cannot confirm.
Of course.
Yeah, so I think we should.
And even if you are mentioning of Abronye Kennedy Pong, what the question is, he is going to solicit funds, right?
Yes.
Can Abronye go to NDC people and ask them, maybe we need something, we need money, we need
but
money?
You know, I was just giving an example, all right? But you see, there were these celebrities who also involved themselves in campaign for the New Patriotic Party
during the election.
In the sense of Bismarck the Joke,
Prince
David Osei. These are all celebrities as well.
Election is over. Election is over.
So if elections is
serious
over,
business now.
I mean, we have Ejako also in the stands now who are also influencers. Exactly, they all involve themselves in the MPP campaign.
So like if my brother said, I want to believe when you go to America and we have to vote today, right after voting, the next day we are building a nation.
We are building a nation. We are serious. You understand?
Everything is still political to the next election. And it's very sad.
When the election is over,
the Prince David was saying, and why they are all friends of ABEIKU. And he's going to bring all these people on board and make sure that whatever task has been given, it will help him, irrespective of where Prince Osei is casting his vote, irrespective of where John Dumelo is casting his vote. Everybody should come on board. Let's build a nation. At the end of the day, it's Mother Ghana that is important, not the political parties.
And even I see ABEIKU to be more qualified than any other person.
That's why
because looking at his program, the program he is even doing, you know, he sometimes goes to their houses, the celebrities, they go to their houses and eat with them, talk with them and all that. So he knew them personally. He knew their conditions, everything that they are going through. So I believe there's nobody more than ABEIKU Santana for the ambassadorial job. Seriously.
Okay. I want to believe this is a very dicey, but for me personally, right? I feel like, Enoch, you knowing directly that this man is my enemy, and then you inviting him to come and cook for me, it doesn't send a signal to the party that, hey, there's danger ahead. Because who knows? He belongs to a political party.
Yeah.
And so he might be influenced by the political party as well. Not only standing out for the country, but he might, that is why I'm choosing my words carefully,
of course, I get you.
He might be influenced by the political party that, well, you are affiliated to us. So once you are going there, you need to do this, you need to criticize it, you need to come out with certain information so as to get to the government on board.
No, seriously, what you are saying is neither here nor there. Why am I saying it? Look at the appointment of Bagman. NDC was thinking that, oh, this is going to be their way, because all the time they are going to have a speaker who is going to favor them in all matters that they are going to discuss in the house. And now what is happening? They are the same people who has now turned appointing fingers on the speaker, right? So when we are building a nation, we mean serious business. We don't do politics in the nation. Now, looking at it, you are saying that it's an enemy. We are fighting a deadly pandemic. And so if you are going to say, should I even ask that, when the pandemic came, did it only affect MPP? It affects every Ghanaian, right? That's so it doesn't matter if you are from NDC or CPP or whoever. If you get coronavirus, you are going to die. And so the same treatment applies to everyone. So if you are being appointed to be an ambassador so that we can solicit funds to help the patient or whoever comes in contact with COVID, and you are going to tell me you are going to play politics with it, that is to yourself, not to me. And I see that we should put away these partisan things and move forward as a nation.
I think I would like to fix in politics. There's nothing like any. Don't have enemies. You come and sit on the table. Hey, we see yes, we see no. Immediately they get off the show. They sit in one car, get to the same restaurant. I don't see. See, let us not forget, even the current chairman of the New Patriotic Party,
Akmenu, yeah,
was from the first CPP.
That's right.
You know what I say? You all know say Ankrata, who once upon a time became the president of the nation, also from CPP. So it's like, at the end of the day, as we speak now, do you know that the Alotejo calls and Kukanido, they see that, okay, the president is doing well. Yeah. Why can't we support the president? Even though their parties have problem with it, but in 24C, the president will through their panel and the piano. So it's like you look at the president, what the person can do and what the person is doing. More than say the Oshe, Kokumenu Atadie, Oshelewe Atadie. We don't have enemies in politics. We only have people from the other side. That is why when they are talking, they say, oh, my brother from the other side will not say ABC. And right after the show, they hold their hands, they go to the chop and they eat. And you be at the home and you be crying and fighting.
So you think the president is at the right direction, right?
It's in the right direction. Because the appointment comes in the right direction. Of course.
All right, so that says my panelists, they all think that, well, the appointment of ABEIKU Santana as ambassador for COVID-19 Trust Fund is on the right course. And at the end of the day, it is going to help us because we are not doing political affiliation here, but it is for the nation, country Ghana. So once he's qualified, then good to go. We'll be going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue with our next story. Right back. Commercial break. You're still watching State of the Nation right here on Premium TV. Here with gives us goes out. Now to our next story, discussing the state of our water in the country. We have good drinking water in our country, not to talk of the city like the Accra and the Takrady. You know, I mean the rural areas, we have safe drinking water for our people, because they are all voters. They also decide who becomes the president, decide who becomes the parliamentary candidate in their constituency. At the end of the day, they get good drinking water. Do they get the social amenities that they need at the end of the day? We'll be going to watch video as to how a particular village, the source of drinking water for them. Amazing. This is about 2 weeks ago that we did about it. It is so amazing as to the state of water that this whole village depends on. I mean, their health at the end of the day. I wouldn't want to talk. Let's go and then watch it. Ashanti region. Let me this Ashanti. I just don't get it. In 64th independence anniversary like this, we still have a whole community, not even one mechanized borehole for them. The state of the water, a community that they depend on. And my notice, Honorable Alex Langston is member of parliament that please, they are also voters. This is the more reason why they voted you come government, so that you can also help them with their problems. Wouldn't have been okay if of water that the whole community depends on. Your wives live there, children live there. You spend huge amount of money on certain issue. I don't know how to put it, but and it's about time this country will become serious as a nation. You can be voted in power and then you leave a whole community like this, not even one mechanized borehole. What sort of life are we living in this country? Why were you voted in power? Country Ghana is not for you, but the ordinary people that lives in it. Ordinary people that works day in, day out to pay tax that you are being paid out of. And that is the more reason why you are being voted there, because they think that you can fight for them as a community, as a constituency. If you sit there and watch a whole community depend on this water, well, I rest my case. Honorable Alex Langston, with all due respect, they are also Ghanaian. Honorable Alex Langston, they are also Ghanaian, and they deserve the best. Whatever you deserve as a member of parliament, deserve the same, because they voted you there. But they gave you that appointment, they gave you that opportunity, and you need to respect them as such. The rest of my case. Julius saw the state at which a whole community, water at a whole community. What do you have to say about this?
So if I allow my question, I said Nescafe.
Or a pit.
Nescafe water. I remember when I was like, water is colorless. No, water is brown. Because at the time, no, that Galamsey have stored all the water. But when I was in 7 years, also water is brown. Just like a friend said. But see, when MPP, one of the reasons they want power, most of their fight against Galamsey, which is turning almost all our waters, Tom Brown.
Exactly.
Make it very portable and very accessible to every single guy. At the end of the day, whenever these people are drinking from, I believe before we even come to the MP, they have kings, they have chiefs over there. What are they doing about it? Assembly, MP, like we had it in December, most of them were booted out. The kings have been there for years, have been there for ages. What has been their contribution? It will surprise you to know, sir, even after they have come to fetch the water, go back to their homes and cook with it, eat, bath with it. Animals, the cattle will also come and drink that same water.
Yeah.
Feeding on this brown water.
Please, I would want you to put the video on the screen.
And it's very, very bad.
The sort of water we're talking about.
It's very bad for a mother Ghana 64 years plus. That's still we are depending on brown water.
And I mean, this is not far from our eyesight. This is in the Ashanti region.
The stronghold of the ruling government.
Exactly.
It's very sad.
Very, very sad.
Can you imagine?
The source of drinking water for a community. Look, it's almost like a pit that had been dug.
Oh, yes. And it's very sad. Ghana. Not even go to where we are.
Exactly.
And if you listen to the man very well, he said, for this type of the but when it gets to the dry season, in pure water,
and if we are in the rainy season and we have this sort of water, what about dry season? What are they going to do? What are they going to drink?
I'm surprised. So did they also benefit from the free water?
I'm surprised. And I ask myself that, so these people, I mean, do they have are their names in the register?
Oh, yes.
of voters?
Yes. Their names are there. But my problem is, I want to know if they also benefited from the free water. Because whether they like it or not, that free water.
You have a look at the whole community. It is not a community of, let's say, 50 people, or a community almost. Look at the number of people there. So supposing these children are to go to school, when are they going to get this water, get home, boil it, and get some to cook, even to drink?
At times, here is to think out some of what have been. They are also appealing to philanthropy. Pastors, let us show our love as Ghana. The one borehole pipe, people will be able to coming to give this pipe for a long way. What we even do?
Exactly.
We are pleading.
Because I also believe that there are churches in that community. There are kings in that community. There are at least prominent people. If not prominent people, at least there are NGOs. This is this state very, very bad.
Let us also appeal to fellow Ghanaians who were raised there, but so they travel abroad. They should not always be coming down and say, oh, cut up your water. But no, it's not about going to buy pure water for you alone. Yes. Look at the state of the village you were coming from, the state of the village you were raised.
Yeah. And
make sure, say, clean out. You not only come to your family and say, make sure you do something to be remembered when you are gone.
Exactly.
You don't just stay abroad and say, oh, okay, I'm comfortable. My children are going to better school. What are the people in your village, your community? What are they eating? What are they drinking?
That's right.
This is some of the things you do and people will remember you. Oh, Okotoro pipe ball water.
Yes.
When you are dead of God, they know so Okotoro came and give them a pipe ball.
Exactly.
You see, we have to appeal to philanthropy. And I know, sir, when we do that in the Glory Cast, Premium TV, I think we will get credit.
And I believe they need.
Because it's very, very bad.
This needs immediate attention. Immediate attention. Look at the number of people that. Exactly. That is my problem. Are they not seeing this? Don't we have DC? Don't we have MCs? Don't we have kings? Don't we have even assemblemen?
See, these people, excuse my word, they are within the stronghold of
the new patriotic party.
I wish this time around, like they did in December, they shifted, they swapped the vote. I wish that this time around, the next elections, it's a by-election, whatever, they should make sure as a master, nobody should bring any ballot paper here. Not even vote for Kweku or Yamansa. Exactly. We are not voting.
Exactly.
Until we see development in our community.
You see,
no voting.
Well, there's one initiative that I think will help our community. Personally, I feel like before we can vote a member of parliament, I believe that the youth or we in the rural areas or those in the rural areas should come to agreement that we would have to vote somebody parliament if the person lives in our constituency, not who that lives in Accra. Because on note, all these parliamentarians are in Accra. They don't even, some of them even, they don't go to their constituencies. You get me? But if you only live in the constituency, you get to know what is happening. If you live there, you only come to Accra for meetings and go back to your village.
Yeah, how will you know?
Supposing a member of parliament lives in this community, don't you think this problem would have been solved?
Not be solved. That's the reason why. Because even if the MP lives there, I'm telling you on authority, the MP will not drink from that water. That's our background company, potable, authentic water to drink. We have to make sure we let people who feel the pains that we are feeling. Not people who already have whatever they want in life.
Exactly.
Because already on the way who
exactly.
We are going to
exactly.
And
let's not think that this man has money and so we need to vote him in power.
No. Let's take our own.
Exactly. The ordinary Ghanaian on the ground.
Who knows it and feels it. Somebody who feels your pain is going there to serve you. Not going to say yeah in parliament. No. He has been put there to serve the people. But if the person is not ready to serve the people, let's put him out. Because come on. In this century.
Enoch, let me come to you. I mean,
very sad.
I'm even short of, but
and why?
We still follow the story.
Yeah, and but my fault. This is a clear case of dead by weak. Clear case.
Don't you think that you are using?
It's a clear case.
You are using harsh words.
No, if your leader is not that wicked, how will people be drinking water from this kind of? I mean, how will people be drinking this kind of water? How? But we sit in Accra here organizing events costing about millions. How? You tell me. Anna, it's so bad.
You know what? Something just popped up in my mind, right? You know when the New Patriotic Party won the case, I watched Member of Parliament status, right? And there was a celebration. I mean, the kind of food, kind of drink that this Member of Parliament were seated drinking,
you see?
Eating with I don't want to say with their side chicks, but with women enjoying all over.
You understand?
Thinking that they've won court case.
Thank you.
And considering the food and drinks alone, it's going to be over 5,000 cedis.
Thank you for confirming what I'm saying. So if I use the word wickedly, I'm right. Anna, let's look at it. Ghana Water Company.
Let's look at Ghana Water.
Ghana Water Company. When you open their site, they will tell you they provide potable water for all Ghanaians. So I'm asking, these people, are they not Ghanaians? You said you are supplying water to about 88 urban communities. 88. This is what coming from Ghana Water. Said they are supplying. They have been able to reach out to 88 urban communities. And you and I know we have so many much urban communities in Ghana so far. Yeah. And if we are able to cover only 88, well, it's a question.
88.
It's a question that should be answered later. With the 88, you are telling me Ghana Water Company, they tell us that every day they supply 1,131,818 cubic meters a day. And listen to it. That figure amount to almost 49 gallons of 249 million gallons a day. 249 million gallons a day. That is what they are telling us, me and you. Understand?
And do you think that is the right supply on the ground?
That is what they are telling us. What is the population of Ghana? Almost 30-something million, right?
We are yet to have our ascension. And as it stands now, we don't even know our population.
Thank you.
What a country.
And Ghana water
it's been a decade now, and we, as a country, Ghana, we don't even know our population.
We don't even know.
As
it stands now, we don't know. We are yet to start.
God help Mother Ghana.
So we are still waiting. Thank you. And as I'm saying,
yeah.
Now you are telling us that you supply almost 1,931,880.
A whole lot.
Cubic meters of water per day, which is 149. Now you said you are almost 749,000 570. 349,000.
Hold on.
570 customers. That is what they are serving. Yes.
570
customers. And now listen to the funny part.
And this is not even up to Accra.
Listen to the funny part. Out of this figure, they have been able to meter 86% of this figure, leaving the 14% unmetered. So now the question is, in charge, how come water is flowing somewhere else and they are not metered? And how come water is not flowing somewhere but you are considered it to be part of your customers? Real. Wow. Are we serious as a nation?
I think we need to get the whole day and come and talk about Ghana Water Company itself.
Are we serious? Are we serious? So worried, or I'm not surprised that sometimes your water, you have water shortage about 2 months, 3 months, you're not getting water.
And if you supply these customers, Accra is even about 8 million.
Thank you.
And to your figure, you are not even up to
149,000, not even 1 million.
1 million customers.
Meaning you are going to have so many challenges as what we are seeing. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. So it all boils down to leaders. We had things.
I want to believe we have a minister for water.
We have minister
in our country.
I think
we have a minister. We just passed one minister who is currently in charge.
Oh, you are my mom. I mean, I call you every day. This needs immediate attention. Because per the calculation we are doing here, I'll be very glad if Honorable just grant us a permission and we talk about this whole issue, the whole lot we need. Because serve.
Of course. Oh, of course.
It being that town of country. Surprise.
People living in ABEIKU Majoma have no water. People living in what do you call it, Agbeminya. People living in Agbozome, they have no water. Are they not part of Accra population? Yes. So it tells you the failure. It tells you the failure.
This is really serious as a country. This is serious, and we will take this topic its own. That is Ghana Water Company, right? We have to take this story again. Get, I think, the board of directors. Board wants to talk about the whole story. It's not easy, but I mean, I want to be proved wrong that you people are doing a great job.
Now, do you know the worst of it all? Even nowadays, that the pipe they used to open it. Nowadays, check the color of the water. Check it. Nescafe like water.
You give us waters that are not distilled. Like we drink from almost drinking from the pit.
Come on.
But for their free money, there are taxes for us to pay.
So bad.
Country Ghana. Well, you, Julius, your final words on our stories discussed, both
okay, my final words, I think
quickly, 1 minute.
Yeah, the youth of Ghana, let us put everything with respect to ABEIKU's appointment or the water. You should always put Ghana first. Because at the end of the day, these so-called stomach politicians, they will leave their country there and take over. So please, let us not follow them. Let us put Ghana, Mother Ghana first, and go with us all.
And it shall be well with us all. Enoch, I mean, your final words.
Well, in fact, I think I don't know if I still have more time because I wanted to.
You have a whole lot. You know what?
About this Ghana
we still have
company.
next week. We will take Ghana Water Company as a whole company and assess their performance. We would have to do that.
Very well, very well, very well. Well, I think they have to sit up seriously because a company or an institution with a staff of about 3,470
across the country
should be able to work effectively.
Exactly.
Because if water flows in every community, we will not be sticking to this kind of water for no reason. So I believe that Ghana Water Company still have a whole lot of work to do. And in as much as passing their law from 1993 up to now, it has been so much years that we need to have water in every community of Ghana. So I think the Minister of Housing, being vetted and now being as the minister in charge, should sit up and make sure he supplies water to every part of the country because we need water to survive.
We need water to survive. That says Nana Enoch. Leave that. It is very bad, very, very bad. The state that we are in per patients and what is on Ghana Water Company Limited, a website. Know that I don't know where we are heading towards as a country. But while this is the state of the nation, of course, this is the state of our nation, Ghana. And time goes on, we will be revealing more and more and more updates as to how the state of Ghana is really at, whether we are progressing or we are stuck. Anything, we will keep you updated. But before that, let me wish the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana AKUFFO, happy birthday. I wish you long life, prosperity, and more wisdom to be able to rule our country, Ghana. But before that, you need competent leaders. You need competent Council of State members. You need competent parliamentarians. You need competent ministers able to govern the country, Ghana. So a happy birthday to you, Mr. President, and I wish you long life.